Top 10 retcons we wish did not happen and why they were retconned. Retcons, or retroactive continuities, are a phenomenon in storytelling that often leads to polarized opinions from fans. While these narrative shifts can reinvigorate franchises or clarify convoluted plots, they can also destroy beloved lore and characters, leaving die-hard fans feeling disheartened. Here, we explore the top 10 retcons we wish had never happened and delve into the reasons behind these significant changes. Number 10. The undead status of Jason Todd, Batman. When Jason Todd was brutally killed by the Joker in A Death in the Family, it was a pivotal moment in Batman's lore. However, his return as the Red Hood was a retcon that many fans felt diminished the impact of that loss. This change was driven by a desire to explore new directions in Batman's narrative, but it overlooked the weight of Todd's sacrifice. Number 9. The Spider-Man Clone Saga. The Clone Saga, which introduced Ben Reilly as a clone of Peter Parker, created a confusing narrative landscape wherein multiple Spider-Men existed. The retcon was motivated by the need to refresh the franchise, but fans were left disillusioned as the convoluted story stripped away the integrity of the original character. Number 8. The Star Wars Special Editions. When George Lucas re-released the original Star Wars trilogy with added CGI and altered scenes, it sparked a massive backlash. The changes were made to bring the films up to date with modern filmmaking technology, but many fans preferred the original versions for their charm and craftsmanship. Number 7. The shift in the Terminator timeline. The Terminator franchise has experienced significant timeline shifts following the release of Terminator Genisys. While these changes were intended to create fresh narratives, they ultimately fragmented the storyline, leaving audiences to grapple with a disjointed sense of continuity. Number 6. The resurrection of the X-Men's Jean Grey. Jean Grey's iconic death in the Dark Phoenix saga was a powerful moment in the X-Men's lore. However, the subsequent retcon to resurrect her was executed as part of an ongoing trend to resolve storylines without consequences. This retcon was motivated by the desire to maintain marketability, but it also robbed the story of its emotional depth. Number 5. The death of Aunt May. In the Spider-Man comics, the shocking death of Aunt May was reversed in one more day, leading to a radical reimagining of Peter Parker's life. The retcon was forced by editorial decisions to return Spider-Man to a more youthful character with fewer burdens, but it frustrated fans who had invested in Aunt May's character for decades. Number 4. The removal of the Green Lantern Corps' Parallax entity. Originally, Hal Jordan's transformation into Parallax was meant to be a powerful exploration of his character. However, this narrative was later retconned to minimize the impact of his actions. The change was driven by the need to re-establish Green Lantern as a hero, but it ultimately diluted a compelling story. Number 3. Superman's New 52 origin. The New 52 relaunch dramatically altered Superman's origins and relationships, including his romantic history with Lois Lane and his parents. These changes were intended to modernize the character for new audiences, but they alienated longtime fans who cherished the established dynamics. Number 2. The lore of classic Doom. The rich lore of the classic Doom games faced significant retconning thanks to the expanded world building seen in Doom Eternal and the upcoming Doom Dark Ages. The retcon may have even began with Doom 2016, as the developers sought to create a more cohesive and expansive narrative universe. While the new lore provides a fresh perspective on the series, many fans lament how it undermined the simplicity and intensity that characterized the original games. Number 1. King Sombra Arc, My Little Pony. Perhaps one of the most controversial retcons occurred in the My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic comic arc featuring King Sombra, particularly in issues 31 and 34 to 37. His backstory and motivations were altered following the Season 9 premiere, which shifted the show's focus away from the dark and mysterious elements that defined Sombra. This retcon was made to align with the evolving narrative framework of the show, but many enthusiasts felt it stripped away the depth of a character that had the potential for rich storytelling. These retcons serve as reminders of how storytelling is not a linear journey, but rather a complex tapestry that can be reshaped over time. While some retcons might be justified by the creative direction of franchises, others remain a point of contention for fans who long for the original tales that drew them in the first place.